All right. We're going to go to some scriptures today in regards of who is Israel, and also should the children of Israel be marrying out of Israel. There was a video that was that I saw that was stating that again that we couldn't prove that we were Israel. Also, video talking about everyone that came out of Egypt with Moses was Israel. We're going to see if that's true according to the scriptures. I know it's very controversial, but us as followers of the Bible have to follow the Bible, okay? And to some it may be a little bit shocking what we're going to read. Some already knew, all right? So what we're going to do, we're going to go into some scriptures. And the scriptures I'm going to go into was from, some of them are from a brother that he used to say that we wasn't Israel. And there was a lot of misunderstanding and not a lot of misunderstanding from his teachings. And if you're like starting off and learning who you are, it could be it could be a stumbling block for you. So that's the only reason I'm going into this this teaching here, because when brothers put teachings out like that, and our own people, that while people are waking up, and there's a spirit that waking our people up, it can become a stumbling block to those who are just learning and who are still receiving baby food. Okay? So let's go. We'll start off with Exodus 12 and 37. Now, this is a scripture again that was used, and I'm just going to follow his precepts, but add on to his precepts which he didn't even understand himself. Okay, and this is just to give understanding to the people, man. Okay, Exodus 12, and we're going to start at verse 37. You can go ahead, you can read.
Verse 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men.
Okay, so read it again. How many?
600,000 on foot.
Read.
That were men beside children.
Read.
And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. Okay, so you have the children of Israel
that journeyed outside of Egypt, and also with them there was a mixed multitude. Okay, so we're going to get an understanding what this mixed multitude is. Alright? Now I'm going to show you that this mixed multitude is separated from Israel. Alright? So before we even go there, we're going to go somewhere. We're going to go into the book of Jubilees. Get that? Now, we're going to find out if, according to the Most High laws that was given to Moses, were the children of Israel supposed to mix with this mixed multitude? And this lesson is going to show you, did they mix or did they not mix with this mixed multitude? And what are the consequences for mixing with this multitude? So we're going to go to Book of Jubilees 30. Start off at verse 1. Now, this is going to take place after Dinah. Well, let's go into it. Just read.
In the first year of the 6th week, he went up to Salem, to the east of Shechem. Shechem
Read.
in the 4th month, and he went into peace. And he went in peace. Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite,
Hivite. Read.
the prince of the land, carried off Dinah, the daughter of Jacob, into the house, and he had sex with her and defiled her.
He did what?
He had sex with her and defiled her.
So by a Gentile having sex with Dinah, he defiled her. He defiled her. Okay? Read.
She was a little girl, a child of 12 years.
Now, we know that at 12 years, according to the culture and heritage, that women were given into marriage at 12. So we know when he defiled her. Let's find out what the defiled is. Keep going, read.
He begged his father and her brothers that she might be given to him as a wife.
So, she begged him. Well, he begged his father, can Dinah be given as a wife? Read.
Jacob and his sons were very angry because of the men of Shechem, for they had defiled Dinah, their sister.
They had defiled Dinah. Why? Because a Gentile had went into or had sex with a Hebrew. Read.
They spoke to them while planning evil acts, and they dealt deceitfully with them and tricked them.
Read.
Simeon and Levi
Read.
came unexpectedly to Shechem and executed judgment on all of the men of Shechem.
Now, why are they executing judgment on the Shechemites? Because of their city, because of their sister Dinah, because she was defiled by a Gentile. Read.
And killed all the men whom they found in it.
See that? Read.
They did not leave a single one remaining in it.
So they killed all these men, and they left not one man in the city of Shechem because one man went into their sister. Read.
They killed all in hand-to-hand battle because they had dishonored their sister Dinah.
They did what?
They had dishonored their sister Dinah.
They dishonored her. Read.
Let it not again be done from now on that a daughter of Israel be defiled.
That a what?
That a daughter of Israel be defiled.
So a daughter of Israel being defiled is she's given to a Gentile. She's being defiled. Read.
Judgment is ordained in heaven against them, that they should destroy all men of the Shechemites.
Read.
With the sword, because they had committed shame in Israel.
They committed shame in Israel. It was a shame for Gentile, again, to take a wife or a husband of the Israelites. Read.
Verse 6, the Lord delivered them into the hands of the sons of Jacob, that they might exterminate them with the sword.
They might what?
Exterminate them with the sword.
Read.
And execute judgment on them.
Read.
That it might not again be done in Israel, that a virgin of Israel shall be defiled.
Keep going, read.
If there is any man in Israel who wishes to give his daughter or his sister to any man who is of the offspring of the Gentiles, he shall surely die.
He shall surely what?
He shall surely die.
Okay, now we're going to find out, did this still stand, this law still stand as of today? As the time, or as some Christians call New Testament when Christ was here. Okay, keep going, read.
They shall stone him, for he has committed shame in Israel.
Read.
They shall burn the woman with fire, because she has dishonored the name of the house of her father, and she shall be rooted out of Israel.
See that? Keep going, read.
Do not let an adulteress, and let no uncleanness be found in Israel throughout all the days of the generations of the earth.
Throughout when?
All the days of the generations of the earth.
So that means forever. Read.
For Israel is holy to the Most High.
For who's holy?
Israel.
Israel is holy, right?
Yes, to the Most High.
Israel. Only Israel. Keep going, read.
And every man who has defiled it shall surely die. They shall stone him.
Read.
For it has been ordained and written in the heavenly tablets regarding all of the offspring of Israel.
All the offspring of Israel. This is written. This has been a witness in heaven. Meaning this is handed down from the Most High. Read.
He who defiles it shall surely die.
Read.
He shall be killed by stoning.
Read.
There is no limit of days for this law.
There's no what?
There is no limit for days of this law.
I mean, this is a law that is forever. So in 2010, this law still stands. Read.
There is no remission and no atonement.
There's no what?
Remission and no atonement.
The reason I'm asking this brother to keep reading, because this is very important to this teaching. And this is very important to what was said about who we are as a people. Read.
The man who has defiled his daughter shall be rooted out from every corner of Israel.
Read.
Because he has given of his offspring to Moloch, a pagan god, the worship of which involved burning the child alive.
That's what we was reading about in 2 Kings 17, if you go through what we did to fall as a nation. Read.
And committed impurity and defiled his child.
Read. Now, what I want you to understand, is this only for the women? We're going to find out that it's for the men and women. Keep going, reading. Read it.
Moses commanded the children of Israel to exhort them not to give their daughters to the Gentiles, and not to take for their sons any of the daughters of the Gentiles.
You see that? Not even your son is supposed to take a Gentile woman. Read.
For this is an abominable before the Most High.
It's a what?
Abominable.
This is abominable to who?
Before the Most High.
Not to me, but to who?
The Most High.
Read.
It is because of this that I have written all the deeds of the Shechemites which they committed against Dinah.
Read.
Let me read that again. It is because of this that I have written all the deeds of the Shechemites which they committed against Dinah, and placed them in the words of the law for you.
Read.
I have also written how the sons of Jacob spoke, saying, we will not give our daughter to a man who is uncircumcised, for that is a reproach to us.
Read.
It is a reproach to Israel that anyone take the daughters of the Gentiles, for this is unclean and abominable to Israel.
So now you see that even a man cannot take the women of the Gentiles. Okay, this is abominable. This is unclean to us. Okay, read.
Verse 14. Israel will not be free from this uncleanness if it has a wife of the daughters of the Gentiles.
Read.
Or has given any of his daughters to a man who is of any of the Gentiles.
Read.
There will be a plague upon plague, and curse upon curse, and every judgment and plague and curse will come if he does this thing.
So it becomes, if a man give his daughter or his sister to a Gentile and vice versa, this is what?
This will come a plague and a curse. And if they ignore those who commit uncleanness or defile the sanctuary of the Most High.
If they ignore, that's a key word in this lesson. If they ignore, read.
Or if they ignore those who commit uncleanness or defile the sanctuary of the Most High.
The sanctuary is his people, read.
Or those who profane his holy name. If any of these happen, the whole nation together will be judged for all the uncleanness and profanation of this man.
All right, that's it on that. All right, now, the reason I went into this, because this is the beginning of us not going into the Gentile women. So let's speed this up. Let's go right here into Moses taking the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Were they still keeping to these laws? Absolutely. And we're going to show you that. Okay? Because we have people who think that when Moses went into Egypt and brought the children out, everybody became Israel as a nation. That's not true. And I'm going to show you that when when he was in Egypt, you had the Gentiles watching the miracles that he was doing for the children of Israel. And they were like, wow, because at that time, even other nations were oppressed by Pharaoh and the Egyptians. They were oppressed too. It wasn't only the children of Israel, but the children of Israel were wasn't even under bondage for the 430 years. That's a whole nother lesson. Okay? But when the other Gentile nations saw Moses coming and doing all these miraculous things, and they left out of Egypt, they were like, well,